One, two, three. One, two, three. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking Sports. My name is Larry. Joined once again this week by my nephew, George. What's going on, buddy?
How much you?
Not much. So some of the topics we'll talk about this week, we'll talk about Toronto Maple Leafs. Will they actually win a playoff series for the first time in 18 years? New York City has lifted the mandate for vaccination, so Kyrie Irving is allowed to play home games. And how dangerous are the Brooklyn Nets now? We'll dab into Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins, and we'll see what else we could pop up. All right, so this was one of the subjects that you had messaged me early in the week about was the Leafs making it out of the first round, and I had to Google it. I didn't think it was that long, 2004. It's actually before you were even born.
Yeah, 2 years.
I was born in 2004. So that's a long time, 18 years. 18 years without winning a playoff series. And I still remember that one series against the Bruins where they were up with the third period, right? With
nothing. Third period.
Sorry?
4-0.
Yeah.
4-0. Yep.
Yeah. And we won that one in overtime?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Keith Bergeron.
Yeah. And that was that the Tim Thomas or no, we didn't win the cup.
Nope, 2013, Tuukka Rask.
Okay, so it's got to be their year this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, made a lot of good trades, a lot of good pickups for the deadline. They have a good team, especially Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner on that first line, Michael Bunting.
Goaltending?
Goaltending right now is
goaltending is the key, and sorry to cut you off. Goaltending is such a key in playoffs, man. It's just so. How are you feeling about the goaltending situation?
The goaltending situation right now is not good with Peter Mrazek not doing well this year, and Eric Colgan, which is a fresh goalie from the AHL. They're missing Jack Campbell right now, which is a big if because he's out with a rib injury, which maybe he'll come back for playoffs, hopefully, get a few games in before. But hopefully he comes back because they do need him. Like last year against Montreal, first time in the playoffs, he did really, really well. But, his team just choked. So.
Looking at the standings right now, and the Atlantic is, they're third. So
good play.
Plus 42 goal differential, 239 for, 197 against. Good home team. Still not bad. Winning record on the road. So that's all you could ask for. You want to be over 500 on the road, that's for sure. Well, I don't know. It's Matthews, Marner. What's their second line like?
Their what? Second one? No. It's William Nylander, John Tavares, and I think
they're stacked.
Yeah, and then they also have Spezza Simmons. They have Kerfoot. So
yeah.
Let me look it up here.
Spezza. 10 goals by Spezza this year. Pretty good.
Pretty good for what, 40?
I like Wayne Simmons. I always like Wayne Simmons. He's a good fourth liner. Always good. Yeah.
Let's see what their lines are.
You said Jack Campbell's out?
Yep, Jack Campbell is out right now.
How long is he out?
Quite a while. 2 weeks, they said, but I think he hasn't played since March 10th, so he should be coming back soon. So the lines are looking like right now, Michael Bunting, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, From the left wing, Alexander Kerfoot, John Tavares, William Nylander. Third line is Pavel Engvall, David Kemp, Ilya Mikheyev, and then the fourth line is Colin Blackwell, Jason Spezza, Wayne Simmons. But right, and then their defense is pretty stacked. It's Morgan Riley, Ilya Babushkin, TJ Brody, Justin Hall, Mark Giordano, and sorry if I said on the name, Timothy Lindgren, I think. So they do have a good team all around defensively. They just need to work on clearing the puck, though. So that's going to be key in the playoffs because you don't want too much garbage goals in front of the net. Because that's
garbage scoring chances against the net.
Yeah.
Which website do you go to when you're looking for NHL lines?
I just go for looking for a Leafs lineup. I just go theleafsnation.com.
I go to dailyfaceoff.com. You got all the line combinations. You get the power
that are holding
like that. So that's what I'm looking up here.
But key injuries right now are Jack Campbell, Andre Case, Sandin, and Jake Muzzin, which are key to defense. Which I think they would get Liljegren and put in Jake Muzzin because he's a good all-around defenseman.
Yeah.
Plus, you got a guy. Sorry to cut you off. Plus, you got a guy like Matthews who's scoring 50, 60 goals in an 82-game season, which is like almost 1 goal per game pace, especially with missing 2 weeks at starting his season.
Oh yeah, he missed. How many games has he played?
Let's see.
Is he on a goal per game pace if he missed 2 weeks? Or just
yeah. Let me just go in the score real quick. What do you think about what's it called? The Bruins actually not extending Patrice Bergeron's contract maybe till 1-2 years. What do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I think it's a mutual thing. He will retire a Bruin. There's no doubt about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm actually just pulling up the Bruins right now because I really think this team is starting to click. I know it's biased. I'm liking Jake DeBrusk on the first line with Bergeron, Marchand, Passy, and Hall together with Hula. I don't like our centers besides Bergeron. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Charlie Coyle or anything like that. It's just we don't have a bona fide number 2 center. But I'm liking it. I'm liking the way the Bruins are playing right now. They could go on a run. They could really go on a run. They're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs, I believe. And their defense, picking up Lindholm, defense is top notch right now. Goaltending is swimming. It's just
he might be just playoffs.
He'll be the number 1, I think. I would say he's number 1. Oops, Kit Kat jumped up. He'll be number 1, number 1 starting goaltender, and to go from Tuukka Rask and pass the torch over. And I know how much your mom's a huge fan of Tuukka Rask. I know she's.
Oh no.
So
going back on Austin Matthews, he has 60 games played on the season with 48 goals. So good, pretty games.
Sorry?
It's almost a goal a game.
No, it's
he does 3 points this season, so he is on track to also win the Hart too. So maybe even the Selke because he does have a 97 WAR I think for defense.
don't know those stats. I know it for baseball. Yeah, higher WAR is great for baseball, but that I'm not sure in hockey.
But he is playing good defensive.
So, but anyways, to go back and to finish off the topic on the Leafs, 18 years without winning a playoff series. Who do you think right now, with the standings the way they are, who is somebody that the Leafs do not want to play in the first round? Like if they play, like right now, Boston, I think it says they're in the wild card. I don't know if they would play in the first round. I'm trying to see something here at NHL playoff matchups.
Over the Leafs, I would not want to play Tampa or the Panthers
in the first round. Like,
yes.
Yeah, they're third, so here we go. Current NHL playoff matchups. So I'll tell you right now. Right, if the season ended right now, this is from this will be from ESPN.com. The Leafs would play Tampa. If the season ended right now, the Leafs would play Tampa Bay. So, and Toronto won this year 2-1 in overtime and have lost 5-3. And they got 2 more games left, April 4th and April 21st, both in Tampa Bay. So, yeah, they would play them. Boston would play Carolina. And Carolina's I'm still not sold on Carolina. It's Carolina. I'm not sold on Carolina. But you sold on Carolina?
No, I feel maybe since they got domed, but I don't really like their defense there. So
still a lot.
I think sorry to cut you off, but I think Tony DeAngelo and Jacob Slavin is just not a good connection at all.
Some of these matchups look pretty interesting to me. If it ended right now, Pittsburgh and the Rangers, I just the history between those two teams would be really interesting to watch. Florida and Washington, that's the East. In the West, I like it. I like LA and Edmonton. That's a good one. And Minnesota and Nashville would be something I'd be interested in.
Marc-Andre Fleury as well.
Yes. So we'll see. We still got a lot of games left. There's still Toronto has 17 games remaining. Boston, so we still got a little ways to go. This playoff picture here will shake up, come into place in a week or two. You still got Columbus in the hunt, the Islanders, Dallas. I'm sorry?
Islanders, I thought they were the last place in the Central Division, or not Central, the Metropolitan Division.
Oh, it says here that they're in the hunt. Trailing Washington. Oh, that's for the division. So, yeah.
All right, well, moving on to Kyrie and the Nets.
Kyrie, New York lifts the mandate. So, I believe now, knowing that he could play, home games and away games, except he can't play in Toronto. And I'm not sure about California, if you're allowed to play.
I don't think they have another game against Toronto, right?
No, but I mean in the playoffs.
Why Toronto?
That play-in tournament, because it's a play-in tournament.
Yeah.
So they could potentially play. There's still a possibility that Brooklyn would have to go to Toronto to play. And if they do go to Toronto, Kyrie cannot play.
That is crucial.
But right now, I'm looking at it, and they're in the 9th seed, but they will pass. I know they just lost to Charlotte. I know that. And at home, and they got beat pretty bad. And Kyrie did not play like he did in Orlando, putting up 60. But they will pass Charlotte. I don't know if they could catch Cleveland for the number 7. So I do believe they'll finish 8th. They will make the playoffs. if they don't have to play Toronto in Toronto.
Speaking about Toronto, did you see the fire?
Oh, yeah, the electrical fire.
Yeah, that was scary.
I know. But so with Kyrie back, and if they will have to play in a play-in tournament, I don't see how they can make it to the 6th seed. I just don't. Can they go on a run? Can they, with Kyrie, Kevin Garnett, and Kevin? Did I say Kevin Durant? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was
that's
thinking
fine.
Kevin Garnett watching the ceremony when he got his jersey retired, and Ray Allen and then was back. I was like, holy crap. So, anyways, Ben Simmons, I'm not expecting him back. Well, I think they said he practiced. I think I seen something yesterday or today. He did his first practice. So, but let's take Ben Simmons out of it and just say
no, he's expected before playoffs. Actually, he said.
Okay. So, okay, Ben Simmons, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, starting from the bottom because they're gonna have to be in the play-on tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Are they your favorites to come out and go to the final?
No.
Or is it just too much of a
Celtics.
Who?
The Celtics are my favorite to come out to the finals.
Boston Celtics are your favorite for the finals?
Yep. Before the Christmas break, they were 21-21, and now they're like 42-28. They went on a 21.
They're 47-28 right now.
7, yeah. So they went on like a 20-something win streak with only 6 losses in those 20-something games. Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. Their defense has been really good. Miami's defense has been good all year. They've been number 1 pretty much all year, but nobody's sold on Miami. But they're going to be a scrappy team, but I just don't see Miami coming out. Boston, I could see coming out. I think Brooklyn, it's just too much of a hole to get out of, to be in this play-in tournament, to possibly, there would have to be on the road, start the series on the road. Every series, they lose home court advantage, and home court is very important in NBA. I believe it is. And to go through Boston, to go through Miami, to go through Milwaukee, it's just, and to be, like I said, starting off on the road in every series, it's just too much of a hole for them. And I think we'll see what they could do, but it's going to be for them next year with a full.
And then if they make it to the finals, you got to go through someone like, maybe, for example, like the Warriors or like the Suns.
Yeah, I think in the West, if we're going to talk, expand on the West, Golden State is a totally different team without Steph Curry. Now, when they do their MVP, he needs to get some votes. I don't think he should win MVP, but Golden State without Steph Curry is a loser. It's not a playoff game. And it's just unbelievable what this guy does for that team.
But Klay Thompson back too is pretty key.
Sorry?
Especially with Klay Thompson.
Yeah, Klay Thompson has not impressed me since he's been back. Now, he's been out for 2 years, but I think he's I know this is going to sound controversial, but I think he should be third option. Right now it's Steph for scoring. It's Steph, Klay, and then it's Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins. I think Wiggins should be up there.
He did get his first All-Star votes.
But that's a lot of the votes. But I think his defense has been amazing. But yeah, definitely think that Klay should back off on the shots. Let Andrew Wiggins put up a little more, facilitate more to Jordan. And, but anyways, back to, let's stay on track on this one. Brooklyn, they're, I think at home right now, they're 16-20. On the road, they're 23-16. Now, 23-16 on the road, a lot of that is because you're playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie. You're looking on road at home, 16-20. It's only Kevin Durant. So, like I said, but I think the hole's just way too big for them to climb out of this one. That's my opinion on it.
I feel like you need home court advantage first to at least get like that 2-0 opportunity or that,
Yeah.
you know, like
Game 7. If it comes down to Game 7, you want that crowd on your side.
Yeah. See, like in the Bucks too. The Bucks, they went up. They were down 2-0 against the Suns last year because Suns had home court advantage. They came back. They got one win on the road, and they come back to where did they play? Bucks. Where did they play? The Bucks?
Milwaukee.
So to come back to Milwaukee in Game 6 and to close out the series 4-2, pretty big to have for.
Yeah.
So.
And Philly's in 4th. I'm not sold on Philly. I'm sorry. I do not like the James Harden trade. I think they gave up way too much. I'm not a Harden fan, and he does not. It's not going to work. It's never worked with James Harden anywhere with anybody. So
or what?
It hasn't worked with Dwight Howard. It didn't work with Chris Paul. It didn't work with Russell Westbrook. It didn't work with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. It will not work with Joel Embiid. I'm sorry. It won't work. And it sucks because you're in Joel Embiid's prime. And I don't think Joel Embiid wanted this. He wanted Bradley Beal, from what I've been hearing. Even though he was injured and still out for the season, he wanted his running mate to be Joel Embiid. Bradley Beal. I don't see them making a run. They're not deep enough. Like I said, they gave up way too much. Give up Andre Drummond and Steph Curry. Steph Curry's hit is what? So we'll see.
Yeah. So.
All right. So let's move on a little bit and talk a little bit of my football team is the Miami Dolphins, and we just picked up an okay, I'd say he's just okay, a little bit above average wide receiver. And
top 6 for sure.
No, I'm being sarcastic. Tyreek Hill. So, what's your first impressions on this?
Gave up way too much for him. That's what I think. They gave up a 1st-round pick, 2nd-round pick, 3rd-round pick, 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick. That's 5 picks.
I know. And we also got a quarterback who can't throw that far. I work. I know someone that's actually a Dolphins fan, and when we talked about it, he had mentioned the same thing to someone else. Is like, well, we got a great wide receiver, but we don't have a quarterback who could get him the deep ball. Now, so we'll see what happens. I mean, this is.
I feel like Tua for Baker.
Yeah, I'd like to grab Baker. This is a make or break season for Tua. We have weapons galore for a quarterback. We got more than
got a better
offensive line. We got a wide receiver. We got stacked. We got two of the fastest wide receivers, the fastest combos. Jalen Waddell and Tyreek Hill. We got running backs, offensive line. Everything is there for you, Tua. But I just don't see it. Now, Jalen caught over 100 passes or 100, but they're all right at the line of scrimmage. Catch and run, catch and run, catch and run. But where are these 25-yard down the field catches? Tua does not have that strength. He's accurate, but I don't know. I think we're going to be looking for another quarterback here, and I would definitely 100% be picking up Baker Mayfield. come in, compete, you win the job. Hey, go for it.
I feel like you would have to make.
Tom Brady's been rumored to go to Miami, but
I feel like you would have to make a 3-way trade with Tua to Seattle, Baker to the Dolphins, and Seattle and Miami.
Or so, yeah. That would if Seattle doesn't want.
Sorry, what?
If Seattle doesn't want Baker, definitely, yeah. That I didn't think about that one. That would some type of a 3-way trade where Baker went to Miami, Tua to Seattle, and throw in some picks or whatever. Yeah. But Terry, 28 years old. He got his contract. He's the number one guy. We'll see what this does for my homeboy.
He only has, they did get their speedster back in MSH or MS something from the Packers, which was a good pickup. They also have Juju Smith-Schuster now, and that's basically all. That's all the 2 wide receivers.
But I'm not worried about Kansas City. It's you got my homeboy. He's going to. You got to. It's a quarterback league, so if you got a top, my homeboy is. I say he's the best quarterback in the league.
Okay. Josh Allen.
Who's that?
Josh Allen.
Oh my God.
Josh Allen.
Better than my homeboy?
Yes.
Sure. No way. I'm gonna have to edit this video.
No.
This is gonna
Josh
be
Allen
forever. Josh Allen's good, but he's not better than my homeboy. No way.
No. He's gonna be better this year.
No, but he's not. At this moment in time, you got the pick right now. You got one pick, and you're right there. You got Mahomes or you got Allen. Who are you taking?
Allen.
Oh my God. Are you?
Allen is just better statistically.
No, he's not.
Yes. You see how he performed well against
Allen, a Super Bowl champion. Has he gone to the Super Bowl once? No, Mahomes twice has won it. MVP comebacks, exciting, no look passes like it's the NBA.
But what happened against the Bucs? What happened to him and his team? Yes, he played well, but
what happened to Allen? I could say the same thing.
Okay, but if you think about it, 13 seconds it took him. It took Mahomes 13 seconds to get down the field, but it also took him 13 seconds to throw the game away against the Bengals.
No way, George. No friggin' way.
Yep, I'm going there.
36 touchdowns to 15 for Allen. And you go to my homeboy, 15 interceptions. My homeboy, 37 touchdowns, 13 INTs. Averages 7.4 yards per reception. Well, Josh Allen averages 6.8. Nah, man. Nah. QBR for Mahomes, 62.2. Josh Allen, 60.7. Like every category is Mahomes. And I like Josh Allen. I do. I really do. I think he's great. But he's not as good as Mahomes. Sorry.
This year, to be Allen because Mahomes doesn't have any weapons.
I don't know. No. Let's see. I don't know.
Finally, 1,000-yard record, but I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I don't know. How do you think Tom Brady's going to do this year? Will he even play for Tampa this year? Or will he get traded? I don't think they're trading. There's no way they're going to trade him. No way. Maybe next year. Next year, I could see Tom Brady playing for the Dolphins. Okay, I actually see. Sorry?
He's going to play for his hometown team, the 49ers.
That I can see happening too.
Kyle John Lynch had to trade for Tom Brady's rights, like his contract.
Mhm.
The Bucks wanted 3 first-round picks for it.
I don't think he'll need to trade after next year. I think he's a free agent after that. And I can see him play for Miami or going to San Francisco. Now, what the plan was Tom Brady and Sean Payton to the Dolphins. So Sean Payton had resigned as coach of the Saints and was going to go take the Miami job, and Tom Brady was going to go with him. But we all know what happened when the coach got fired from Miami, and the rest is history. So it would have looked way too bad to hire a white coach. So, which is bad. I totally disagree with Miami's with Flores' firing. I thought Flores did an amazing job in his time there. I'm not. I saw things Flores' way. I don't think Flores liked Tua. He didn't want to. He wanted Justin Herbert, but they went with Tua. So I don't know. I did not agree with the firing of Flores. I don't like it. I'm not really too sure about this guy from your team, the Niners, but we'll see what happens. But we'll see. It's going to be an interesting year because we have all these weapons, Dolphins, and like I said, we just don't have a quarterback, and Baker's just sitting there who could come in, and it's a perfect spot for Baker. Perfect spot. He can come in and he can compete. Tua is on the hottest seat right now. He's on a hot seat, meaning he screws up, he's out. It's not like he can't go to Tampa Bay and back up Tom Brady. He's never going to play. He's never going to beat out Tom Brady. He's not going to beat out Matthew Stafford or Aaron Rodgers or Dallas, Kansas City. Go to Miami. It's the perfect spot. All these weapons. You have an offensive-minded head coach. You got running backs. You got an offensive line. You got weapons on the outside. And there's a quarterback there who, as soon as he struggles, he's getting yanked. And you're going to go in. So go in there as the number 2, and you're going to put all that pressure on Tua. It's going to make you both better.
You have weapons in Tampa, though, still.
He's never going to – I heard that. I was watching that on Undisputed, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp talking about Baker to Tampa Bay, and he could go there, sit for a year. He would have to sit for a year because he's never going to beat out Tom Brady unless Tom Brady gets injured. Learn from the GOAT. I can't believe I just said Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Tom Brady, that's why.
Huh?
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
I don't know.
Better than any other quarterback that played.
Right there. You know who number 4 is?
Who?
Brett Favre.
You know what this is?
What's that?
Number of championships Tom Brady has won.
That's all right. I don't know. We'll see. So it's gonna be a fun football season. What are you thinking of? So we got our Final Four set.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Duke for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Kansas, but
you think Duke will?
I feel like
they lost to North Carolina. Their last at home late this season, actually. Close game. They're favorite right now. Duke is favored by 4 points over North Carolina.
They did lose Coach K's last home game. Yeah, so I feel like they're looking for some revenge there against the Tar Heels.
Yeah. So I'm just checking the lines out right now. And we have Duke -4. and there's no line right now on the Kansas Villanova game. So I don't know, man. I mean, what a way to go out. What a storybook ending for Coach K. If he makes it to the championship, he has a good opportunity, not a great, it's good, to
And before retirement.
cut down the nets and go. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a interesting one.
Like what a Cinderella story.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was.
Good one.
So
before we, leave for the night, what is your hot takes for the NFL this year?
Hot takes. Oh, we just talked on it. I think like the biggest stories.
Yep.
Oh, it's definitely Tua. Definitely big, huge. I don't know if that's bias because Dolphins fan, but I think that's everything in Miami is a hot take. Flores suing them and the NFL is a hot take. I want to see how that unfolds. Like I said, I am 100% behind Flores. I don't think his firing was justifiable at all. So, but as players and teams, hot takes, big stories will be Tua, Dallas. I'm also thinking Dallas is going to be a very interesting team to watch early on. If they get off to a slow start, I could see a coaching change happening real quick.
Mike McCarthy on the hot seat. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's not even. Is he even a coach, or is he just there? He's like the butt of all jokes right now.
My hot take is Deebo Samuel, Offensive Player of the Year. Niners going 12-5 with rookie Trey Lance.
He's not ready. He's not ready, George.
You don't think? I think he's ready.
No, he's not ready.
They haven't found a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think that's a bad trade. I think that was a bad draft pick. They won. I think the guy from what's his name? From Alabama.
Mac Jones.
He's in the Patriots quarterback.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Mac Jones.
Him. I think they should have drafted him. I don't think Trey Lance is ready yet. I don't.
Trey Lance is the guy to go.
I think he has a lot of potential, a lot of upside, but I just don't think he's ready.
What do you think about Deebo being Offensive Player of the Year this year?
He could be. Could be.
He's a good all-around player, good rushing, good passing.
It's Deshaun. It's going to be very interesting. He's set out for a year.
Antonio Brown possibly coming to Cleveland, maybe? Julio Jones?
Really?
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk because Antonio Brown posted on Twitter.
Yeah, but he posted all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah. Posted Antonio Cleveland Brown. So maybe.
Odell Beckham might go back. Didn't I see that he went back? So that would be interesting.
They just need to trade. I feel like as soon as they get rid of Baker, he's going straight back to the Browns. That's what I feel.
No, he will stay in LA. I think he'll stay in LA. He won his championship. Everything was good in LA. He wasn't the number one. That's Cooper, but he did his thing. He got his balls. He got his touchdowns. He's got his ring. He was very important in the Super Bowl until he
got hurt.
He got injured. So, and he loves LA. He's an LA guy.
Yeah. One more hot take is the Bengals going back to the Super Bowl again. I feel like
no.
Offensive line now. They got some pickups.
They will in time. They will go back, and I think they will win a. They could definitely win a. I could see them winning a Super Bowl, but I don't think next year they'll go back. It's so hard to go back to back.
I feel like they can go back for sure. So.
All right. Well, we'll see. A lot of fun stuff, and we didn't even touch into baseball, but that's all right. Spring training has already started. And
Vladdy Guerrero hitting bombs on
he's already hitting some. We got rid of Randall.
Rich.
Yeah. So.
Get a good pickup, and we needed a lefty.
Oh yeah, we're too righty. So, well, we'll touch on baseball next week. So we might make this a weekly thing. We'll pick some topics for you guys, and well, like I said, I feel like we're getting better. It's our second video, so I think we're doing good. So, all right. So, anything else you want to touch on?
Oh,
No.
you got any?
No, I think we did it.
Covered.
Yeah. So, what is it? Drop a like and subscribe.
Yep. See ya.
Peace.